season 9 right now.
Is that how they word it? They word it as season?
Yeah, it's season, like a series of it, and then I guess like episodes or whatever. But
On the forum where they actually posted it. The animated Clone Wars, more Mandalorians.
I know.
A good enough red on that camera?
It's not bad.
Good enough for YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, Scarecrow?
Probably moves into there because nothing else is falling
I will leave you there and work away. Right there, so.
Yeah, are you allowed to?
Come on, we'll go back to the front. You're wandering off. Where you at?
Sorry.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Alina Andre, and this is my comic book Omega One. This is me, actually, as Omega One. And what we did, I'm a Hollywood actress and a stuntwoman. I'm a sword fighter, been for 10 years as well. I'm a martial artist, and I wanted to create a female-empowered comic that was like a born supremacy, but with an alias and heroes turn. And so we developed this comic book called Omega One. It's set 10 years in the future, and it's all about the hacker war. And she's a human courier, so she goes from one drop point to another and downloads information in her brain, and she stores it as gigabytes. And this is Omega One. We're here at Dallas Fort Worth Convention. It's our comic book debut. I'm really excited. And what you see is actually the graphic. It's a graphic novel as well. It's 4 issues. But this is actually the first 15 minutes of the television pilot. We're going to shoot in about a year. So what you see is TV pilot in comic book form with a graphic novel and a motion comic. So what we did, we took this and we added sound effects and music and voiceovers and created a motion comic that's now on the Apple Network as well as iBook as well. So this is Omega One. I'm really excited. It's our first time here, and I'm all about empowering athletic women in film, and I'm excited just to be around people that love comic books and love motion comics, which is a new wave of comics now that the trend is happening. And you can check out my credits on IMDb. I'm all over YouTube, and you'll see me in TV shows and films as well. But this is what we're. Well, it's also a franchise as well. It's a movie, it's a TV show, it's a video game as well. So this is our comic book debut, and hopefully you'll enjoy Omega One, and you can see it all over the Apple Network, as well as on iBook, and everywhere else Omega One is featured. Comic Book Divas is our publisher, and we have a big write-up on his website as well, and we have the trailer for the motion comic as well. So if you want to see the trailer of that, you can go to comicbookdivas.com and check out that as well. So thank you for checking out my comic.
Thank you. So when you started reading comics or getting into this science fiction
I was a big Star Wars fan. I started when I was a little girl. In fact, I'm from Europe. I'm from Transylvania, so I immigrated when I was 5. And Star Wars was my first big film. I couldn't even speak English, but I knew I needed to learn English to watch this film. And then Star Wars got me into comic books. Wonder Woman was my first. Actually, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, was my first comic book heroine. My first heroine as well. Like that to me got me started into even being in the entertainment business and being an actress. And then when I saw the Wonder Woman comics and I just saw other comics as well, it just got me into the world of how they're so amazingly put together, detailed oriented, the design work. It's just so much artistry in comic books that we had to start launching our franchise in this way. And that's how it started for me, was Star Wars.
So how long it took you to get to this point with
This
your project?
project is now 8 years. It took me 8 years. We started out as a web series. We decided to put that on hold, and we started writing the television pilot. We wrote a whole television show bible of 6 episodes, 6 seasons. And then we wrote the movie, the first 20 pages of the movie script. We have a whole movie idea lined out. And then we started doing the comic book and now the motion comics. So we have a whole franchise, Omega 1. And we're planning on launching that this year.
So where you're putting your series and your comics out there for the public?
The conventions, comic book stores. We also were thinking about shooting a teaser, a live action teaser. But right now, the comic book and the motion comic is actually selling the whole project because it's such a visual format for people to really get the concept of what we're trying to sell and portray with Omega 1. And it's working.
You like your character?
I am my character. My character is me and I'm her. We wrote her in a way to be multidimensional. I don't like it how action heroines are so serious the whole time. I'm really funny in real life. I'm kind of trust me, I'm very silly. So I decided to make Omega 1 believable. I mean, obviously she's, she has to be attractive and physically in shape, but also I wanted to be believable and funny and vulnerable and sad. All the human emotions that a woman goes through everyday life, whilst women would not want to buy a comic if the girl was just serious the whole time and was very plasticky. So it made her three-dimensional, and that's what I love about Omega, because I am her and she is me, and she's my alter ego. So I'm really excited.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Way cool.
If I do him, I would.
How you doing? All right. I am the Amazing Toad here at the Planet Superhero Convention booth, the Sci Fi Convention here in Irving. Just today, we're just doing what we can to sell everything because we got a whole lot of people who just want everything. That's just what we're trying to give it to them. I'm the magician here, the booth magician, I guess I should say. Just trying to make sure that as everyone's coming through buying stuff, that they're also having a good time. That's where I come in. I'm the entertainment as they walk by.
You like being a magician?
Yes, I love being a magician. I've been doing it since I was a senior in high school, so about 5 or 6 years now. I'm not too good with math, but I love every minute of it. Just making people feel like a little kid. It's great. You just can't go wrong with that kind of feeling. Where it's like, oh, how did he do that? Dang it! It's just how I feel about it.
So how long it took you to learn all the tricks that you know?
Oh, all the
magic that you know.
I'd say, let's see. I started out slow. Like my first thing was how to make a coin disappear, and then produce it. That was the first thing I ever learned from my mentor, Tommy Garvin, the amazing Aussie. He is actually our teacher. Let's see, I met him senior in high school, and I would go visit him once a week, every Thursday at 5 o'clock, and from there, it just slowly started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and now just, I actually forget that I know some tricks. It's like, my good friend Resort here, he'll be like, hey, well, you know how to do this trick? I forgot all about that. So it's just a lot of time and just effort and just enthusiasm. You just got to get really pumped about it, and you just really got to want to do it. As to your question, as to how long, it depends on the trick. Sometimes I can just pick something up, or sometimes I'll have to just keep drilling it until it just really sticks.
So which one is the best one that you ever done, or the
That
ones
I've
you
ever
like?
done that I like. I have this one trick called it's called What's Next, but I call it Simon's Diamonds because I like it's for me. I made it for me, and it's this great little trick where I make diamonds appear on this little cardboard box, or this little sheet that I have, and it's hands down, it's probably the best trick that I can do. I also have another one called the squared circle, where I show you this tube and I show you this box, and they're both completely empty, and then I pull out stars, and you're like, where the heck did that come from? But let's see, what else do I know? I kind of forget what I can do. Actually, I'm starting to get into chain escapes right now. There's one I brought with me today that I'm hoping I can do later that I think everyone will kind of enjoy. It's just really funny, getting tied up and getting out of it 2 seconds later. It's that comedy part of it. That's also what I like too. I like to make people laugh with terrible jokes. That's just what I do though. I like the really bad jokes. Like if you're ever attacked by a group of clowns, go for the juggler. Just stuff like that. It's a terrible joke, but it's really funny. I mean, to me. And somewhere out there, someone will laugh.
Someone will get it. That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you don't mind showing the coin trick?
Coin trick? No, I don't mind. Not at all. This is, like I said, the first trick that I ever learned how to do. All right. Now, first, can you see this? All right, here, I'll come around here. Come here. It's okay, I promise. You stand right here, okay? Now watch carefully. Watch it carefully. See, it's gone. See, it's in my pocket. I put it in my pocket. That's pretty cool, right? No? Can I show you? Yeah. Now, you've heard of things falling down, right? Now, have you ever heard of something falling up? No? Never? Like this? Now, you don't look like really astounded or just astonished. I'll do it again. That's pretty good, right? It's okay to get excited, I promise. Promise. But yeah, that's my first ever trick I ever learned how to do is the good old, it's right there, That's hands down, that's probably my favorite trick, my go-to trick whenever people are like, hey, do something. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Other than that, I don't know, any more questions?
Do you enjoy what you do?
I do enjoy what I do. I would not do this. I would not have been doing this for this long if I did not enjoy this. I love working with people. I love talking to people. Like conventions are all where it's at. Just everyone's here. We all dig the same thing, and you will find someone who likes what you like here too. And just from here, this where I find my other jobs. Working with trade shows or doing trade shows and working for businesses, etc., etc. But yeah. To answer your question, I do love what I do. I know I kind of ramble, so I apologize for that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, and thank you for interviewing me. I'm glad I could be on your show.